Hello, everyone. GameGoddessFee here. What was that? Back today with more Ace Attorney. It all ends here, you guys. Hope you all are having a wonderful Sunday. Yeah, I have my boy.
Pluminator.
Alright, so yeah, we're gonna go ahead and continue. Well, in this case, today, I hope you all enjoy. Thank you for watching. Make sure you give me a thumbs up and a subscribe if you're new to the channel. Thank you all. Thank you for the new subscribers. Finally over the 300 mark. Look, don't leave me, you guys. I'm just playing. Alright, let's go, Plum. Before I lose everybody. Say everybody. Everybody. Alright. So we got Ace Attorney Investigations 2, Prosecutor's Gambit, Episode 5, Turnabout for the Ages, Letter. The Mastermind's True Face. Alright, Plum said this is it. So we ended Twilight last night, but we're still gonna record some episodes because I still haven't 100% the game, so I want to go ahead and do that first. And then let's, not first, but Anyway, let's go, Plum.
There you go.
Say yes.
Yeah.
April 6th, 5:30 p.m. Very Big Circus, Big Top.
Big Top.
Oh, hi, Mr. Edgeworth.
Did you guys come to watch the show? Hello, Miss Berry. Mr. Saint. You're a little early, I'm afraid. We're still practicing. But I'm glad you kept your promise. Yes, I remembered you giving me this. That's so great! You're gonna have so much fun! I think even you'll be surprised, Mr. Edgeworth. Huh. I think you've surprised me enough for one day already.
What are you talking about?
Would you mind looking at this photograph, Miss Berry?
So, Game Queen 81, how you doing tonight?
That's the eye painted on the balloon you used to advertise the circus, correct?
Oh, yeah. What is it? What is this exactly?
I have a strong suspicion that the balloon was used by the criminal we've been looking for.
You do?
Who's usually in charge of the balloon, if you don't mind me asking?
Oh, that would be Simeon. But wait, you don't mean...
Mr. Saint, you took the balloon out late the other night, didn't you? Sure, but I was practicing. I'm still pretty bad at flying it, so I need to put in some extra hours. At night, when it would have been even more difficult than usual. A strange time to decide to practice. But why else would I have taken the balloon out? What are you saying? That you weren't practicing at all. You were taking an unconscious Kay to the top of the big building in order to frame her for the murder of Rosie Ringer. The security cameras never recorded Kay taking the elevator up to the roof, which means she must have gotten there another way, from the sky. And the only person able to make that happen would have been you. But, Mr. Edgeworth, I don't understand. And that's not all you did. You also attacked Sean at the garbage disposal area, drugged him, and carried him away. And that's why you were late for the hearing at the courthouse, wasn't it? I'm sorry, but I don't know what you're talking about. Why would I do any of those things? Please, you have to believe me. I'd never, ever, ever do anything like that. I wish I could believe you, but I can't. Any trust I had in you has been completely destroyed. That's horrible! Why would you say that? You told me back at the jail! You said you believed I was innocent!
Don't have to worry about that. We're friends. We know that it's like to be... We know what it's like to be in your shoes. We're all part of the same club, after all, right, Mr. Edgeworth?
Unfortunately so, I'm afraid. Thank you for sharing such personal details with us. By the sound of it, you had little reason to kill Knight. If anything, you're the one most affected by his passing. And what's more, I simply don't believe a person as gentle as you is capable of murder. Rest assured, we believe you, and we will get you out of here. This is just awful! I never thought you'd zip to me!
We didn't feel. I promise, Simeon,
You said you knew what it was like to be me! I trusted you! That hurts, Kay. It hurts so much.
Trying to play victim. Come on, Mr. Edgeworth. This is Simeon we're talking about. He's not a bad person.
I see it now. That's your strategy, isn't it? With everybody. You root out their psychological weakness and exploit them. And without even realizing it, they wind up doing exactly what you want them to. Exactly the behavior one would expect from the arch manipulator behind all our recent troubles! I was too blind to see it before, but you won't trick me again. Simeon Saint! You are guilty of crimes too numerous to mention! Oh, so that's how you want to play it, huh? You always did have the courage of your convictions, I guess. Luckily, grinding people's self-belief into dust is kind of a hobby of mine.
He about to transform.
Well done, all of you. Well, this is certainly a side of woman we haven't seen before. So much for the trainee animal trainer who wouldn't hurt a fly. I guess that was all an act. But I'm glad we're finally starting to see the real you. Whatever. Yes, sir. It's the same idea. Same idea.
This can't be true, can
Truth? Fibs? What does it matter?
Huh?
All you need to know is that Mr. Edgeworth here has made me very mad indeed. Now, he's going to pay!
I was just out practicing.
Sure, I went up in the balloon a couple of nights ago, but I was just practicing. I guess somebody took that picture when I flew by the big building. I fly around the area doing promo stuff for the circus all the time. Nothing to see here, Miles. Nothing at all. So, you go up in the balloon reasonably often. Yeah, promoting the circus, like I said. Is that true, Miss Berry?
Well, it's true that it's Simeon's job to go up in the balloon and spread the word. I guess just about everybody in the area would have seen him up there by now.
Well, that same balloon was used in the commission of a crime. Nonsense! I just happened to be in the area where it happened. Somebody took a picture when I was floating past the big building. That's all. I'll be the judge of whether what you said... I'll be the judge of whether you just happened to be nearby, thank you very much.
Buttle, I was just out practicing.
Are you doing that cut like that?
Sure, I went up in the balloon a couple of nights ago, but I was just practicing, and then got the pig holding them all up.
Hold it!
This balloon, do you usually launch it from here at the circus? No, you need a wide open space. There's a park over by Sunshine Coliseum. That's where I usually take off from. I see. How do you get the balloon to the park to launch it? Not by hand, that's for sure. That thing must weigh a few hundred pounds. It's kind of impressive that it can even get off of the ground now that I think about it. I'd prefer it if you didn't change the subject. How did you transport the balloon? Well, give a guy a break, will you? It's not like I was getting miles off track. Sheesh. We use a truck, okay? You just load it on the back and away you go. A truck, you say? Yeah, last time I took it out would have been 2 days ago. That could be important. I'd better keep it in mind.
The last time I took the balloon out on the truck would have been then, the day before last.
Hold it!
So, just to confirm, the truck hasn't been anywhere else since then. Why would you need to confirm that? I just told you, didn't I? Answer the question. Or are you trying to avoid this one too? No! That was a cheap shot even for you! If I say something, you don't need to confirm it, because I just said it. See how that works? But since you insist, the truck's been parked out back since the day before last. And the balloon was still loaded on the back, basket and all. Now explain to me why that even matters. Not right now. I think I'll just thank you for giving me a straight answer for once and leave it there. So he means to insist that the truck has been parked here since 2 days ago. I think you might have let more slip there than you realized, Mr. Saint. Are you done? Alright, as I was saying.
I guess somebody took that picture when I flew by the big building.
Hold it!
So you're saying you just happened to fly past somebody with a camera too? Oh, I get it. I'm starting to understand how you think, Miles. Next you'll say something like, there's no way that was a coincidence, right? It's down to the slippery slope to there's no such thing as coincidences. Now that's a scary thought!
That's not what Mr. Edgeworth was saying at all. Why can't you just...
Don't play into his hands, Kay. He's deliberately trying to frustrate us. He's hoping that by needling us, he'll be able to avoid the question. And why do you think he'd be trying to do that?
Because he's a clown? No, because he's got something to hide.
Precisely. So we can't let up. We have to stay on the offensive. But we have to remain calm while doing so.
Gotcha. Hey, Simeon, this highly capable prosecutor's assistant has a question for you. Are you trying to tell us that you just happened to fly by the big building?
He's right, you know. I wasn't going to answer. But you're so bad at this, Kay. I guess I'd better throw you a bone.
I fly around the area doing promo stuff for the circus all the time.
You're in charge of both the promotional work the balloon is used for and the balloon itself. Is that correct? You don't believe a word I say, do you? But it's true! Ask the boss! Right, boss?
Yep, Simeon's in charge of keeping it clean and making sure it's all working properly and everything. I don't think anybody ever even touches it except for him. Not lately, anyhow.
Interesting. I think we can safely say he was in the balloon when it was photographed the other night. But if he's our mastermind, there are parts of his plan he would have to carry out today, too. Perhaps we need to dig into those a little more. Why the big silence? It's not like this is a tricky stuff to process. There was a balloon. It was flying through the sky like balloons do. End of story.
Nothing to see here, Miles. Nothing at all.
Is that so? Not only were you flying at night, multiple crimes were committed on that same evening. And you expect me to believe that there's nothing to see, as you put it? Are you trying to provoke me, Miles? It's not very nice, you know, starting fights with people. I'm a clown! We're all about smiles, not frowns!
Tell that to the Joker, too.
Yeah. He's certainly skilled at steering the conversation away from the topic at hand. But that's not going to help him. I just have to stay on the attack. We don't know a whole lot about this balloon just yet. I think we should try and learn a little more about it.
Alright. Sure, I went up in the balloon a couple of nights ago, but I was just practicing. The last time I took the balloon out on the truck would have been then, the day before last. Did somebody take the truck and kidnap Sean? Is that what we looking for, or?
Yep.
This right here.
Objection!
This truck, it wouldn't happen to be blue by any chance. Huh? So what if it is? We happened to see a blue truck ourselves just today. One with a large basket loaded on the back. If that was the truck you told us about, then your statement about it not having moved in 2 days is a fib. Agent Lang! Emma! Emma, she finally came out of nowhere.
There you are, Mr. Edgeworth, at last. I've been trying to find you ever since we wrapped up the case yesterday. He sent me a message saying you were here, so I came right away.
And I found what you asked me to go look for. It was loaded onto a truck in the parking lot out back. A blue truck.
Lion hot air balloon that I jotted down in my organizer. A smaller balloon used for promotional purposes. Saint is in charge of it, and drives it around on the back of a truck.
Well. I think that truck might be the one we saw earlier today. In fact, I'm almost certain of it.
Objection!
What? Just because it's blue? Like a million other trucks? What makes you so sure it's the exact same one?
No, I saw it too. It's the same one for sure.
Objection!
Huh? What's the matter, Mr. Edgeworth?
That wasn't me! Worthless are the words of a man who can't back up his claims with evidence.
Wow, you sound just like him.
Show me! I demand proof! I must be able to prove it somehow. It's the same truck, I'm sure of it.
Huh? What are you doing, Mr. Edgeworth? Why are you touching the truck?
The engine's cold, which means it's been here for a while.
No way, you could tell just from that?
What can I use to prove it's the same truck?
I guess the fingerprint dusting.
Oh. I'd like to have the truck dusted for fingerprints. Huh? Why would you want to do that? Because I expect to find a certain very specific set of prints. And if I do, that will prove beyond all doubt that it is the same truck we saw in front of the big building. Whose prints will prove it was the truck we saw? Log of Holmes.
Where Pearl's at? Mouse.
Yours? You think you're going to find your own prints on there? I do, because I put my hand on your truck when I saw it in front of the big building. Let's see what we can find, shall we? Emma, could you lend us your scientific skills one more time?
I saw a video where they say the police, they touch your car just in case you try to run. So that if they find your car later on, they could dust it for fingerprints for theirs.
Ew.
That's why I'm here. One moment, please. Alrighty. Take it away, Mr. Edgeworth.
Huh? Me?
Of course. Who else did you think was going to do it? Don't worry, it's easy. I'll show you.
Fine. Although I don't see why you can't do it yourself.
So just spread the powder over the area you want to search for prints. Like this.
Moving the cursor around and pressing A will allow me to dust the area with powder. Too bad I don't have a controller.
I was gonna say, you got a joystick, Edgeworth? It sticks to fingerprints, so once you found one, make sure to dump plenty of on there. And then blow away the excess.
Blow it away?
Yeah, why with your mouth? Ha, like that.
Ha! Blowing with X should remove any excess powder.
Alright, you got all that?
Yes, thank you. Now to try it for real.
Oh, there's no such thing as too much powder. By the way, go crazy.
I'm ashamed to admit it. I would just spend like a few minutes just like I painted the whole screen until like it was completely white, and then I blew it.
Just blew everything,
yeah,
huh?
yeah.
This the whole screen.
That was green. That was good.
I guess. Alright, I guess this enough. What you think?
And no, put some more, put some more, no, put some more.
Put some more.
Yo, you need more, man. We need more.
I was just in the middle.
No, you had to get the whole screen, man.
That's it. That's a nice clean print you got there.
Can we compare it to my prints right away?
Yup. Leave it to me.
That was not right away. That was 5 hours.
That confirms it. It's Mr. Edgeworth's prints. All right.
And with that, another fib is exposed. Ah! So what were you doing in the truck? No, just driving around. For fun, you know.
Objection!
Kay was abducted 2 nights ago. And your balloon was sighted nearby. Then today, another abduction. This time involving a truck supposedly used to transport garbage. And your truck was sighted nearby.
Objection!
Coincidence. Nothing more. You want me to believe that you were near the scene of 2 separate abductions? Simply by chance? Just be honest. You were involved in both! What makes you think they were even connected?
Objection!
A certain very important piece of evidence. That's what. Oh, this should be good! What connects Kay and Sean's abductions? Apollo. Apollo.
Apollo.
Yes. Apollo. That's your hint. That's your hint, Apollo.
The truck?
No.
The balloon?
No. Unplugged justice and I'm fine. Mr. Wright, do you have my drugs? I need my fix, Mr. Wright. Please. I need my drug. No.
What?
That's Apollo's favorite thing.
Huh?
That's Apollo's favorite thing.
Apollo.
Yes, Apollo Justice.
I don't know.
He loves his drugs, huh? Apollo loves his drugs.
This is what?
Apollo loves his drugs.
Whatever.
Yes.
Okay. I had to dial about that.
That's him.
Take that!
Kay was drugged with a dose of a powerful sedative. And a bottle of sedative was found right where Sean was being held captive. The very same brand, no less.
Objection!
I knew you'd try something like this. So the same sedative was used. So what? Does that mean everything's connected? You know as well as I do that doesn't prove anything for sure. Ah! We must have something. There must be a piece of evidence that can tie him to both crimes.
Was that it?
That was it.
Oh.
Cops, prosecutors, Mew Mouse, you're all the same at the end of the day. You force the evidence to fit the crime, or you flat out make it up, just as long as somebody goes to jail. You're no different from a certain other evidence tamperer we've had the misfortune of meeting.
Objection!
No, I'm nothing like him.
Objection!
Then show me. Hit me with your killer piece of evidence. You have one, right? Ugh. It's no use. We don't have anything that can tie him directly to both kidnappings. Okay. You're about done there, Miles. No more cheap shots left to fire. Great. Well, I have a show to be rehearsing for. So if you don't mind.
Objection!
Hey, come on now, you two. There's no need to get all hot under the collar. Wouldn't want your good looks running down your face now, wouldn't we, Simeon, old pal? What are you sticking your nose in for? Hey, I just sense the vibe getting a little harsh and heavy, yeah? I ought to lighten the mood. Help me out here, Kay. Lift our spirits with a little dose of the great thief magic.
You don't have to tell me twice. Okay, let me see if I can do Simeon's voice. Here it goes. Objection.
Would you? Take this seriously, will you? All you could do is somebody running a little interference for you, Master. Not the most ethical approach I know, but again, Kay, again! We can worry about whether or not this is the right thing to do later. This is my last This is my last chance to try and prove a connection between Mr. Saint and his crimes. Let's forget the kidnappings for now. Is there anything else that suggests that he is our mastermind? Of course! Connors was looking for a secret string puller too. The young pup, as he called him. If I could prove that Mr. Saint was the same young pup, then perhaps... What evidence do I have that might point to him being involved behind the scenes? Nope. You skipped it.
This right here, the car?
No. If anything that was happening when he was a child can't be like linked to him, right?
What is it?
You want me to take?
Let me see. He was a child?
No, it can't. That, stop. Don't focus on when he was a child. Focus on what happened in that prison case.
Oh yeah, where is it? It's here.
Nope.
It ain't the he brought this to the
Yes. But what else was happening in that case?
I forget.
Bronco and Connors were sending letters to each other, but Connors told us that he didn't the letters was retyped. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Take that!
Now I think you and Mr. Knight were both communicating with this person, Mr. Connors. That same person might well be our secret string puller. That's right! Our mastermind was involved in Connors and Knight's correspondence chess exchanges. That was a hard sentence to say. If I can prove that Mr. Saint was the hidden intermediary between the two of them. Alright, that's enough! This is getting painful. You don't have anything, and I have to practice for the show. So if you don't mind...
Objection!
Thank you, Mr. Fender. I can take it from here. And I can't take any more of your interventions. Ooh, just look at that face. Look at that face. Okay, at least it's something about Fender that just making you laugh every time I see it. Yup, I like it. Miles Reno is back in the game for sure.
I'm seeing the funny clown. Look at me. I'm juggling. She's supposed to sound like him.
Okay, you can stop now. Mr. Saint, you're a fan of chess, I take it? Huh? Where did that come from? Chess? Sure, I don't hate it. No secret string puller was playing correspondence chess with Mr. Connors.
Objection!
I thought Bronco was the one playing chess with Connors. You're saying he was your so-called mastermind?
Objection!
No, it wasn't him. Whoever it was went on manipulating events even after Knight's death. Take a look at this letter if you would. Who do you think could have written it? I believe it was the person who had inserted themselves between Mr. Connors and Knight. And you think that person was me? Why would I go to all that trouble? That's crazy! To make it appear that the two men were connected and communicating directly with one another. The very fact that led Fifi Lagoy to murder him.
What? You're saying he set that up to try and get Mr. Knight killed?
Objection.
Listen to yourself! What do you think I am? Some kind of evil puppet master? You've seen me. I can barely even get the animals to do what I want. If we could find one of the letters he passed between Knight and Connors, that would prove the connection. That would prove the connection beyond a doubt. I'd like you to have your room searched. I believe we might find letters? You won't. Trust me. What? Once I'm done with something, I put it straight in the trash. Because I'm not the sentimental type. Why get hung up on the past, right? Gah! He must have disposed of any incriminating items in order to cover his tracks. Guess you went in without the evidence you needed once again, huh? That's a bad habit, you know. So this doesn't prove anything either. We've fallen short yet again. What do we do now? Are we out of options? You accuse me of betraying my friend, and you don't even have any proof? You're despicable! Who is that?
Oh, hi.
Miss Berry? What does she want?
Sorry, it's just I was thinking about what you were saying, and this Knight person? You mean Bronco, right? Simeon's friend?
Yes. What of it? Does she know something?
A letter came from him this morning for Simeon.
What? What did you? How is that possible? Knight is dead! Miss Berry, we need to see this letter right away!
Sure, here you go. Let's open it up, shall we?
Simeon said you can join Smash Bros. It's another correspondence chess letter.
The next move from the game with Mr. Connors.
Oh, this is nice. I forgot. Can anybody else spell checkmate? Can't wait to see your face when you lose. But you are never gonna beat me, not at chess. It's postmarked the 26th of March, the day before Knight died. I guess it must have got held up en route.
Well, we do move around a lot. It's part of being a traveling circus. Our mail arrives late all the time.
Interesting that it's addressed directly to you, Mr. Saint. This is it, isn't it? The proof we needed that you were the one facilitating Mr. Connors and Knight's games. One of the letters you would have transcribed into Braille was somehow connected. No. You're still getting in my way, Bronco! Even now? I hate you! I hate you!
Simeon, how could you? Mr. Knight was your only friend.
We weren't even friends! I stopped thinking he was my friend. Well, I stopped thinking he was my friend 18 years ago. Right around the time of the IS-7 incident, in other words. I nearly froze to death because of him. I was just about to head out and meet my dad at the contest. But then Bronco showed up. He pinned me down and tied me up. He was crying the whole time, whining on and on. I'm sorry, but my dad says I have to do this. If I don't do what he says, he's so scary. Stop it, Bronco! Stop it! I have to go meet my dad, I promised! If I'm not there to taste his candy for him, he'll be so upset! He needs me! If I don't go, he won't be able to show everybody he's the best in the world! But no! He locked me in that car with him, and the two of us nearly died! He thought he could get out, but when he tried the door, it was frozen shut. We were trapped. And that's how I lost my dad.
You lost your dad?
Yeah, Bronco's dad killed mine. He was the son of a murderer. What does he mean? That doesn't match up with what we know at all. Simeon, the victim in the IS-7 incident was a guy named Dorothy Frost. Yeah, that was my dad's name. My memories got kind of scrambled that day. What little I remembered was pretty mixed up. So I didn't find out until later that my dad was murdered. The murderer was a man named Carmelo Gusto, a confectioner. Really? I never knew Bronco's father's name. Or maybe I chose not to remember. Ugh, just thinking about the sickle that killed my dad turns my stomach. Mr. Saint, are you sure you didn't know the name? Do you think I'd sit on this if I did? No, I'd have reported him to the police straight away. All I knew was that Bronco's dad tricked my dad. And that's how I knew my dad was the one who was killed that day. Bronco was a traitor. He helped his father murder mine. He was the son of a cold-blooded killer. He deserved to die.
Objection!
I'm sorry, Mr. Saint, but you've made a mistake. A big one. A mistake? What do you mean? Orty Frost was a sculptor. He'd been working in France not so long before the murder, under the name Paul Halik. So I hear, but I don't remember anything about that. I wish I could.
Uh-oh, YouTube giving me a...
YouTube's going crazy.
What's going on? YouTube is not receiving enough video. It's the Wi-Fi going in and out.
No! Is it raining?
It's not raining.
It's over, isn't it? It's over, isn't it?
Let's go ahead.
Well, I'm afraid it's only natural that you don't, because he wasn't your father. Huh? Is this your idea of a joke? Well, it's not funny. Not at all. You're right, it's not. But you need to know the uncomfortable truth. This piece of evidence proves that you're not Orty Frost's son! What did Knight have on him?
I should say the chess set.
What else is
That
right there?
ring.
Yep. That ring is small, but yes.
Yeah,
Take that!
Huh? Bronco's chess set? And the ring? Yes. Take a look at the ring for me, if you would. What does the engraving on it tell you? It's 2 letters, right? It is. This is the seal with which Paul Halik used to mark his works. And it was found next to Orty Frost's body 18 years ago. But why would Bronco have a memento of my father? The police looked for Frost's son for a long time, and eventually they found him.
Oh my goodness.
Huh?
Okay, I was about to say.
You got your streamers going out?
Yes, it said it was about to go out.
Your stream going off, y'all. We're going off. The ring was handed over to the man they were able to prove was his child, Bronco Knight. What? But that's not... that would mean I was... Precisely. That you are, in fact, the son of Carmelo Gusto! No! That can't be! My dad was... I remember, don't I?
How you get his dad mixed up?
Bronco tied me up and locked me in that car! It was his fault I lost my dad! He deserved to die! Didn't he? No way! So I get to see your circus thing even though I'm in jail? I was looking forward to the next move in our little chess game. So the show is just the icing on the top. Yeah, I think you'll enjoy it. I will. And hey, come back soon, okay? I'll be mulling over my next move in the meantime. No, speaking of which, I put a little something in her chess set. But you can take a look at it later. A little something? No idea what that might be, but thanks. You hadn't detained me 18 years ago. You wouldn't have had to end like this. Huh? Did you say something? Me? Oh, there was nothing. Goodbye, Bronco. And farewell. I did all that? And now you're telling me that it was my father who killed Broncos? And what is all this for? I didn't want to wind up dead too. I didn't want to be weak and vulnerable. That's why I tried to be like Connus. Or I stayed in touch with him all these years. And there we have it. The truth at last. Mr. Saint, you were the Mr. Connus' correspondence chess partner. And you were the one manipulating events this whole time. You're right. It was me. It was me all along. At last, he's finally telling the truth. I was the one who witnessed the murder 12 years ago. But you knew that already. The president's assassination, just as we thought. Which means he's the one who drew the picture. And they knew it too. That's why. The guard kept questioning me, day in and day out. It got so I couldn't face what I knew the next day would bring. I was a nervous wreck. Who could blame me for wanting to get out of there? But I imagine it wasn't as easy as simply running away. Winter would have sent his men after you. No matter where I went, they were on me. They never stopped coming. 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. I couldn't sleep at night. Even the smallest noise had me chasing shadows. It drove me crazy. So I joined the circus. At least that way, moving from place to place was part of the job. My whole life I've been up against the chief prosecutor and the warden of a prison. No regular person could hope to stand up to people like that. From the time I was a child, I had nobody! But they weren't even the worst of it. The body double was behind it all, controlling everything. He may have been a fake, but he was the president of an entire country. What hope did I have? There was only one person I could turn to. Connus, the man who saved my life. He wasn't like Bronco. He really did want to help me. That's quite a claim. Strange to think a famously ruthless assassin winning the admiration of the child he saved. To stop being hunted. And become a hunter myself. And they all became my prey.
Wi-Fi acting up again. Hold on. Okay, there we go.
But I doubt even you imagined that the body double would ever go as far as to co-opt our country's police. No, I sure didn't! And as long as Winter was around, no evidence was ever going to stand!
I don't know, Plum. We might have to cut this short. What you think? I said it was gonna end tonight, but Wi-Fi acting up.
Yeah, we probably can end it soon. We even nearly managed to ruin things this morning. LaGuardia almost got away with it again. But I know him now like the back of my hand. I could see exactly how it was all going to go down. So he saw right through their plan. How Chairman Winner would try to suppress the evidence in Warden LaGuardia's trial. I see. And that's why you kidnapped Sean, correct? You wanted to force a guilty verdict, regardless of the presence of evidence or the rule of law!
Objection.
Maybe I did to make them pay for what happened 12 years ago. Whatever helps you sleep at night. But Winner pulled one last surprise, didn't he? He tried to kidnap Sean himself in the hope of influencing the verdict. In other words, you chose the exact same course of action as the man you so fervently claimed to hate!
Objection.
That's only if I'd actually kidnapped anyone at all. But I'd never do anything so wicked! Never ever! Me? Commit a crime? No! And besides, I don't hate the three of them. If anything, I'm grateful! If they hadn't done what they did, my revenge wouldn't have been nearly as fun! So, you admit it. Your motive in all of this was nothing more than revenge? Sure, I admit it. So what? I despised every single one of them. But here's the kicker. I didn't kill anybody! The most you can blame me for is writing the odd letter here and there. A quick note to Ringer to tell her about Winner. Another to him so he knew about her. But the fact that they wanted to kill each other, and one of them succeeded, that was all on them.
So you take no responsibility for the fact that your actions resulted in multiple murders?
Right! Same thing at Gourd Lake. People are much easier to control than animals, you know. The whole fake assassination plot, I handed that to Bronco on a plate. That was part of his plan too? So Rook's murder was...
Objection.
No, no, no! That was all Bronco's idea. Nothing to do with me at all. Still, let's move things in the right direction when you say, isn't fate a crazy thing?
You can't talk like that about a murder.
Setting Legoard up was easy too. I just made it seem like Knight and Connors were in contact with each other. And then slipped the chisel inside the chess set.
What's up, Yeety? How's it going?
What's good, Yeti? Yeah, what's good, Yeti? Yeah, what's good? How's it going, Yeti?
So it was you who put it there? Yes, it was. I thought that might put everybody nicely in Connors' direction. Worked out pretty well, even if I had to say so myself. Who knew that would be all it took to make that awful woman murder poor Bronco? I guess she got to where she just saw enemies everywhere she looked. I know the feeling. Even the smallest thing can send your paranoia into overdrive. And then things get ugly quickly. I had a front row seat for the whole show! You were the last piece to be put in play, of course. Who? Me? You solved both cases, and finally brought down Winner and Legoard. I guess you could say your powers of deduction were the weapon that put an end to them both.
Objection.
I didn't solve those cases for your sake. Sure, you didn't know you were doing me a favor. You were just playing at being an attorney for a little while, right? What did you say? All I had to do was cower and say no, 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 no a few times. And you rode to my rescue like the hero you are. Was getting arrested part of your plan too? No, that was something I expected that wasn't again. No, that wasn't something I expected, I have to admit. I never thought they'd take the chisel for the murder weapon. That was a real plot twist. Make my blood run cold for sure. But then who should come through with the turnabout to end all turnabouts? The greatest legal mind of his generation, my knight in shining armor. I bet it felt pretty good saving me like that, huh? You ought to thank me, you know. I don't do that for many people.
You're wrong. He wasn't planning that being an attorney. He was trying to help you. Because helping people is what Mr. Edgeworth does. He helped me, right? When I needed it most.
Okay. Oh, did he? You're sure he wasn't just trying to clear his... Well, what? You're sure he wasn't just trying on his dear deported daddy's shoes for size?
No, that's not what he was doing.
Come on, K-Meister. Don't let this clown get you down. He's projecting, plain and simple. Painting other folks with his own grubby bush. Brush, whatever. It's not just that he doesn't trust other people. The poor kid doesn't even understand the concept. Doing something for somebody else's sake? Forget about it. He'll never understand.
Hey, LeVar, how you doing today? I didn't know you were here.
I gotta go! I gotta go!
What's wrong with this?
just kidding, Mom.
This boy. Why you do that?
I just kidding.
Why you kidding? This boy, I don't know. How you doing? Look, I'm glad you caught a stream.
You think I care what you have to say about me? Consider this for a second. I've gotten my revenge on everybody I set out to get it from. And yet...
You can't prove I incited anything.
Think about it. I never actually did anything. What's my crime exactly? Explain it to me. You think you can pin an incitement charge on me? Read my letters. I don't mention murder anywhere.
He's showing you gotcha. Make sure you subscribe.
Subscribe, Levi, subscribe! We need you!
If I did have a case, maybe you could say I encouraged them. But it's the same story as always, I'm afraid. You can't prove I did anything at all.
That's not true. You kidnapped me.
Sorry, but did I miss the point where you proved that? All I ever admitted to was sending letters.
You?
Letters which didn't threaten, coerce, or encourage anybody to do anything. I just passed on what you might call pertinent information. Ugh, he's a slippery one, I'll give him that.
That's gotta be something we can do. What about this? Excitement stuff he's talking about.
Incitement, Kay. It means to encourage or direct another person to commit a crime. In the eyes of the law, it's seen as equivalent to committing the crime itself.
Told them to do it?
You say that like it's going to be easy. Guess maybe you're not so big on due process after all. You think you can make me carry the can for murders I had nothing to do with? Think again. I don't even have to talk to you if I don't want to. In fact, why am I still talking to you?
No, I can think of one reason. The tent is surrounded. There's nowhere left to run.
Really? You don't think I planned my escape too? What if, just to pluck an idea out of nowhere, I trained all these vicious wild beasts to attack on command, for example? All I'd have to do is say the word, and settle off stage in the chaos.
What? You wouldn't.
I'm just spitting, but you'd pay to see that, wouldn't you? I could just as easily take Sean hostage with the gun I may or may not have in my pocket. Yeah, you know what? That's what make for a killer show!
You will do no such thing.
It's hard to know what lengths he might actually be prepared to go to. But knowing what we know about him already, we have to be prepared for the worst.
Hold on, this, okay, there it goes.
Fine, I'll humor you. But once the curtain goes up on this little performance, it better be a lively one.
You take drink some water.
Yep. Oh wait! I thought he went to the cross-examination stage. Right, I saw the help for pop out. I was like, oh, we better start playing the game. Bore me and we're done here, alright? Let's see if you can keep me entertained, shall we? Gah, he's not going to give me an inch. But there must be something we can do. We can't let his crimes go unpunished.
Rebuttal. You can't prove I incited anything.
See, like, the health bar pops up right there. I thought we was gonna do this.
Well, drink your water, Plum. You good? You good?
I drank the water. Where I read this?
Oh, it's me?
Yes.
When did we read this?
You read this. This is a cross-examination.
Oh my goodness. Think about it. I never actually did anything. What's my crime exactly? Explain it to me.
Hold it.
That's a shame. You encouraged others to commit murder, and those murders were duly committed. And if I can prove it, you will be punished just as if you had done the deed yourself.
Yeah. What was the word for it again? I forgot already.
Incitement, K. Chairman Winner, Warden Lagarde, and Bronco Knight. All were criminals in their own right, and all committed unforgivable acts. But all were induced to... Induced? What kind of trick? What does that word mean? But all were induced to commit those acts by somebody behind the scenes. This man right here! Oh You really don't hold back, do you, Miles? But it doesn't change anything.
You think you can pin an incitement charge on me? Read my letters. I don't mention murder anywhere.
Hold it.
Nowhere at all. What? You didn't look? I can give you a minute if you like. He's clearly confident that I won't find anything. He must have planned those letters down to the last word. Look, I don't want to teach you how to do your job. But if you can't prove I encouraged them to commit those murders, your incitement charge goes up in smoke! Too bad, so sad, huh, Miles?
If I did, maybe you'd have a case. Maybe you could say I encouraged them.
Hold it.
I know for a fact that you made those murders happen. Yeah. Well, I don't even need to hide no since we already know who it is. Yeah, there's something I need to tell you. Truth is, I was the one who made the big bad Chairman Winner kill Little Miss Rosie Ringer. What? You told me yourself!
Objection.
Did I? Then you can prove it. If you can't, this ends here. Just ask yourself, could this sweet innocent boy have done the things you're saying? No. I hate to admit it, but he's right. Without proof, we have nowhere to go with this. If we could only...
Okay.
Really?
Nah, say no data. Go ahead.
If we could only prove what he said on that phone call.
But it's the same story as always, I'm afraid. You can't prove I did anything at all.
Hold it.
The same story as always? What do you mean by that? Why does that matter? That's not important here. You know what is important, though? That you can prove nothing. Nothing! Ugh. Until we have some way of showing that he's guilty, we're just going to continue floundering. Either I thrust items of evidence in front of him and hope for the best, or I go over it all again one more time. Whichever method I choose, proof is the only way we're going to get anywhere here. He confessed to me over the telephone. He told me he was the one who made Chairman Winner kill Rosie Ringer. I just need to find a piece of evidence that proves what was said on that call. I had to burp.
Okie dokie. Let me see.
That was a good burp, bro. That was a good burp.
You good?
No.
Okay, which statement is it? You think you can pin and incite murder anywhere?
I ain't saying nothing about no murder, man. I ain't saying nothing about no murder.
Let me see. Let me see. Can we prove it?
Yes. Okay. Who was nearby? When? Wait, no, that's the wrong statement. Next one.
But it's the same story as always. I'm afraid you can't prove I did anything at all.
Okay. We need some proof that he did something. So who is nearby when we get that phone call from the
Okay.
No. Who is nearby? Who else was nearby when we got the call from the Mastermind?
Connors?
No.
Who
fell out? That one tree.
I
Who
forgot.
was the reporter lady?
Oh, what's her face?
Mm-hmm. And she was recording all them signals. Not that. That one.
This right here.
Mm-hmm.
Objection!
I'm afraid you're wrong. I have proof that you meant for at least one murder to happen.
You about to watch Saw? She never watch it. I don't watch them either. They too gruesome. I hate those movies. I can't watch them.
Why are you ready?
I don't like when they're too gruesome. I hate too gruesome movies.
What's wrong with True Growth?
No.
It ain't happening to you.
I just can't. Because you said so yourself. Yeah, there's something I need to tell you. Truth is, I was the one who made Big Bad Chairman Winner kill Little Miss Rosie Ringer.
I was too busy turning my head than looking at the movie.
What? I said that? Weird, I don't remember. I know you think you can worm your way out of everything. But this time you're wrong. I am. Yes, because our conversation was being recorded. By somebody intercepting the signal from the very listening device you planted. It was? You got your conversation with the clown here on tape? That's what you're trying to tell us? No! Lang Zing says, the schemer schemes will swallow him in the end. Miss Lloyd, could you play us the tape, please?
You bet I can. Got it. It was this part right here. Mr. Edward, that's Judge Gavel's cell phone.
Who is this? You're the one who abducted Kay.
I can't hear her, Mr. Edgeworth.
Sorry. This was right around here. I was just surprised this...
Huh? That's weird.
There's something wrong, Miss Lloyd.
I'll say, since we maybe didn't quite catch the next part on tape.
What?
Why? How could it not be on there?
Oh, poor babies. You think I'd leave myself wide open like that? Well, think again. There's something a little special about that butt, you see. It can be turned on and off remotely.
What? I never knew they make those.
Remote-controlled bugs! Sure they exist, but...
So you switched it off to avoid being recorded?
Bingo!
Objection!
But how? You would have had to know you were being recorded in the first place!
Objection!
And I did! Of course I did! It was so obvious that somebody was eavesdropping, and that's because... Miss Lloyd, was it? You knew about the kid prosecutor's kidnapping without any prompting. No! You heard that whole conversation? I did indeed, old pal! But I must say, I thought you would have figured it all out much sooner! Aren't you supposed to be a genius prosecutor? Ugh. He just admitted to bugging somebody. That's a crime too. Anyway, now where were we again? No, yeah, at the point where if you couldn't prove incitement, it was game over. No, well. Ugh.
Oh man, so my tape ain't gonna be no use to nobody after all?
Nope.
Come on, I must have recorded something you can use.
If only that were true. Hey, Guy Meister.
Yeah?
You old buggeroo. It was hidden in your pen that whole time, right? Not shake anything loose from the old brain tree?
I don't know. Give me a sec to think. You're the only one who's been directly in contact with him before.
Objection!
So sad. Relying on flawed evidence. Desperately trying to make it stick. Well, that's quite enough of that for now. Next topic, please. Huh? He's trying to steer us away from our current line of inquiry.
You're the only one who's been directly in contact with him before.
Kay has a one-to-one encounter with him only recently. What if the sound from that point in time had been recorded? Miss Lloyd, how long were you recording the intercepts from the bug for?
Started about, let's see now, 2 nights back?
In which case? During which time frame would we be likely to find Mr. Saint's voice on that tape?
2 nights ago.
Mr. Saint abducted Kay and took her up to the roof of the big building 2 nights ago. What if there was a recording from around that time? Miss Lloyd, quickly, play us any tape you have from the night before last.
Huh? Oh, sure thing. That's the sound of the balloon.
Indeed it is. It's around that time I imagine Mr. Saint would have been transporting you in it. Which means he can't have been too far away from you. Or the bug. Is there anything else on the recording, I wonder?
Wait, that noise.
That was a gunshot! You turned the bug off then too, it seems. Unluckily for you, you were a little late in doing so. There's no escaping it now! That gunshot ties you directly to the case! Huh? What are you talking about? Nobody ever even mentioned a gun. He's wrong. Somebody involved with this case discharged a firearm. I just need to remember who it was and present the piece of evidence that proves it. Which piece of evidence shows that the gun was used in the incident related to this case? No, okay. I do have a strap, and no, you can't see it. The president.
He wasn't shot, was he?
He was shooting. You remember?
God.
Look at his autopsy report.
Gunshot residue detected on right hand. So I guess it's that, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Take that!
Why that tiger just staring at him? That's Donkey Kong. Anyway. It's written right here in the president's autopsy report. Traces of gunshot residue were detected on his hand. And where was Kay when the gunshot was recorded? That's right. She was in the balloon, being taken by you to the top of the big building. However, the proof wasn't as deserted as you needed it to be. The roof. I said the proof.
Yes, I was there with the president. Wait, not long after we started talking, he noticed something and told me to leave.
And if a gunshot rang out shortly after that? Don't tell me you didn't hear it yourself, Mr. Saint. Not when it sounds crystal clear in this recording. You're just going to pretend to ignore me? What else do you expect me to do when you keep spouting your weird theories? We didn't just hear a gunshot on that tape! If you listen carefully, you can hear that the bullet hit something too! Could the president have been aiming at Mr. Saint? What would the bullet have struck?
The balloon?
Yo. No, it hit Superman. That's why I made that sound.
Take that!
I think the president was firing at the balloon. And if he was, what we heard on that tape could have been the bullet hitting the basket.
Let's take a look and see, shall we?
Oh. Man, your aim stink, bro. A hole!
With a bullet stuck in it.
There's a bullet hole in the bottom of the basket. I'd call that pretty conclusive proof. Why didn't he take the bullet out?
My hot air balloon that I updated in my organizer. You might have forgotten. Smaller balloon used for promotional purposes. Saint is in charge of it, and it drives around on the back of a truck.
Well, Mr. Saint, how do you explain not just the sound on the tape, but the accompanying bullet hole? You see everything, don't you? It's pretty impressive, I have to admit. I doubt there's anything I could hide from you if you really wanted to find it. Just shut up and confess, will you? Alright. No need to get cranky.
What really happened 2 nights ago?
I'll admit I flew the balloon up to the roof, but when I arrived, Judge Gravel and the president were already there. That came as a surprise, I have to say. Only the president noticed me, and he made the good judge leave right away. And then he pointed his gun at me and fired.
But why was he trying to shoot down a balloon?
No, that's simple enough. When I arrived, he was just about to murder your friend, the judge here.
Me?
Yeah, you! You told him about Sean. What did you think would happen? Why do you think he met with you in the first place? He thought you were going to expose him as an imposter. Because she knew the truth about Sean's parentage, he was afraid. Afraid? Yeah, you can say that. The man was a total coward. His hands were shaking so much when he tried to get rid of me. He couldn't even shoot straight. And so you see, I just happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time. I was an innocent bystander.
Yes, kidnapped somebody. What really happened 2 nights ago. I'll admit I flew the balloon up to the roof, but when I arrived...
Hold it!
Around what time would that have been? Just after 11, I think. That's when you and your pal went up to the roof, right, Your Honor?
Yes, it was.
No contradictions there, but the fact that we've confirmed the time is important nonetheless. And because I arrived when I did.
Judge Cavell and the president were already there. That came as a surprise, I have to say. Oops, I read that anyway.
So you didn't expect to find the two of them there? Of course not! Why would I? But it's lucky I got there when I did. We all know what would have happened if I had been any later. He was just about to try and kill you, Cavell. You really didn't suspect a thing?
I'm afraid I did not. I had no idea.
Maybe you shouldn't have blabbed to him about the kid. Did you ever think of that?
That's, I was merely trying to...
What kind of mother are you? You're lucky he didn't kill you and then go after the boy!
Objection!
I'm your opponent here, not Judge Cavell. Now leave her alone and tell us what we need to know! Don't worry, Your Honor. I'll take it from here.
I am in your debt, Mr. Edward. As a son, I trust that you will look after us both. And I pray that the goddess of justice will watch over us all.
Your precious goddess didn't even warn you that there was a balloon right behind you!
Only the president noticed me. And he made the good judge leave right away.
Hold it!
He made her leave? But why? Wasn't he planning to kill her? Sure, but I'll bet he didn't want to do it in front of witnesses. Murderers don't tend to like that. But she still didn't know that he wasn't the real president, right? His secret was safe for the time being. And now that he knew about Sean, he could kill both of them whenever he wanted. You two got lucky when he died, huh? Why the frowns? I'd be smiling from ear to ear if I were you. I don't think anybody will be smiling until this matter has been cleared up once and for all. So please, continue if you would. Your wish is my command. Where were we? Oh yeah, that coward of a fake president. Like as a witness suddenly appearing in the sky must have shaken him up pretty badly, and he panicked.
Then he pointed his gun at me and fired.
Hold it!
You're lucky that the bullet only struck the bottom of the basket. Yeah, I tried to get out there the second he pulled out that gun. Couldn't have my balloons going pop. But it was a close run thing. So you left right then and there? Of course I did! He was shooting at me! Are you saying there's a problem with that? Does that present a problem? Yeah.
Cause he's supposed to drop off K, was he?
In the end, you managed to leave Kay there up on the rooftop. Which means you didn't actually leave the vicinity, did you? No, yeah. Yes, I forgot to tell you the next part. After he shot at me, he on the 51st floor. I hung around a little longer to make sure the coast was clear, then I landed on the roof. Would you mind appending that statement to your testimony? Makes no difference to me. Oh yeah. After he shot at me, he escaped through the hatch on the 51st floor. To the 51st floor, whatever. The hatch that leads to the storeroom where the items from the underground auction were kept.
The auction? My memories are still a bit fuzzy, but the auction was 2 days ago, right?
Indeed. The auction was being held on the 50th floor that day.
And a bunch of people were going in and out of the storeroom while it was happening, yes?
They were. Which means that if the president really did escape the way Mr. Saint says, somebody must have seen him. There's no way he could have passed through there unnoticed. Look at that. Oh, he's gone. I was gonna tell you, look at that, that mask that one dude got.
Which one?
It's that thing Gumshoe, man. I forgot. The Blue Badger. Yeah, Blue Badger mask. The problem is that the time at which each event occurred. But should the times line up, I can think of a certain piece of evidence that could prove helpful to our case. So his story is that he just happened to witness the events on the roof from the balloon.
If Simeon hadn't come along when he did,
Judge Gavel might have been in serious trouble.
so he's basically her savior, right?
I don't think it's quite that simple. After all, he was there to commit a crime too. But in order to expose that crime, we'll need to go over his testimony in detail. There must be a hole in it somewhere. Who was there on the floor that whole night? That auction floor.
What's her face?
Yeah.
Lana?
Lot of hair. Y'all got a lot of hair. Y'all got a lot of hair.
This one.
Which state?
Last one.
Okay, after he shot at me, he escaped through the hatch to the 51st floor. We present.
Avatar is something related to Lada. Left. Left.
What's related to
It's on this page. I'm just gonna take. No!
press the wrong thing. I was trying to read it. Right.
Wow, Miles, to watch you just throw out some random evidence like that. That was not what you were supposed to do, Miles. Miles, that was not what you were supposed to do at all, Miles.
I pressed the wrong thing.
It's the stupid envelope.
Envelope?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even see that. I didn't see that.
Objection!
You're fibbing to us again. I am. The president never entered the storeroom the night before last. Miss Hart testified to that fact. What? Then you believe the word of a stupid hack over mine?
I beg your pardon? Say that about the chief again, I dare you. I'll wipe that smile right off of your stupid clown face.
So we know Hart was camped out on the 51st floor that entire evening. But if our fake president didn't escape through there, then how did he get off to the roof? How did he get off the roof? An excellent question, and one that I hope to provide the answer to next. We know that he didn't leave via the elevator, so neither that nor the hatch are possibilities. Which leaves only one possible way of escaping that rooftop. How did the president leave the rooftop if it wasn't via the elevator or the hatch? And then we all falling down. Nope. Gordy took him down, and then Sean took like a good pose on his corpse. It wasn't the hatch, and it wasn't the roof, and it wasn't the elevator. And if he got pushed down, he would be he would be that right there, and he's not.
The balloon?
Yeah.
He took him down.
Take that!
He flew. He
Flew?
Yes, and Mr. Saint Bloom.
Objection!
Whoa! Quit messing around, will ya? Why in the world would I give the guy a lift in my balloon?
Objection!
There was a security camera on the elevator, and Miss Hart was on the 51st floor the whole time. There's no other way he could have left that rooftop.
Objection!
You know what the circus is all about. Making the audience think you're in danger. Giving them a thrill. I said, but it's time to bring this act to an end. I'm not in danger here, even if you think I am. What do you mean? Watch and learn. Miss Hart, can I ask you something? You were keeping guard on the 51st floor the whole time, right? Never ever blinking for a moment?
You bet your big toe I was. I done said as much as in my testimony.
Objection!
So the noise, the sound of Miles' faithful assistant falling through the hatch. That didn't scare you so badly that you fainted?
So maybe I ought to have mentioned this before to that. Well, passed out, unconscious, you might say.
What? What happened? That explains the noise that caused you to faint as well, Miss Hart. It was the sound of Kay crash landing onto the storeroom floor.
Well, so what if it did? Ain't a girl in the world don't get it. Ain't a girl in the world don't get caught a little unaware of something? I don't know.
Sometimes. Sorry, Miles, but that's what you get for putting your faith in these people.
Objection!
It doesn't matter. Kay can't have fallen down the hatch until after the president left the roof.
Objection!
Are you sure about that? Allow me to offer a little counter theory. The coward fake president fired his gun at me. Then he hid in the shadows until after your friend fell down the hatch. What?
So what if he did? What would that mean?
Objection!
Come now. Surely even you can see what I'm insinuating here. It's elementary. If the president hid until after Miss Hort fainted, he could have passed right through the 51st floor undetected. No! And there we have it. Your little theory about the secret storeroom falls apart.
Uh-oh. There go the Wi-Fi again.
There goes the Wi-Fi.
Hold on. Okay, there it goes.
No! That's how you sound this. Did he have to do that in my own voice too? Oh, that's right. Oh, and another thing. I might have let Sean's identity slip to our pal, the president, while he was hiding in the shadows. That's why he went to try and set to murder him. What? That's why he went to the set to try and murder him the next day, only to be wind up being killed himself. That was a bad sentence. That's right! It was Sean who murdered the body double!
Objection!
What possible reason could the boy have for doing so?
Objection!
Oh, a pretty good one. He already knew he was the president's son. And how did he discover that exactly? Because I told him in one of my trademark letters. What?
He's fibbing.
No, you bet I am.
Huh?
Nor am I. Maybe I did tell him, and maybe I didn't. Well, Shawnee boy, which is it? It was my fault the tourist his head fell off that roof. I admitted that much already. But I didn't find out about my dad until today. I promise. Huh. Well. I knew about the falling head thanks to the bug. But who knew it was you who made it fall? And the president died from being crushed, was it? Nah. Alright, well that's confirmed at least. You were the murderer. Congrats on getting your revenge! And that ties up everything pretty neatly when you say. Although I guess you'd say something more like... And so the pieces fall into pieces. And so the pieces fall into place at last. Well, counter my uninsoluble logic if you can. Mean. You should.
The murder of the so-called president.
I'm a hands-off kind of guy. I just like to pull a few strings here and there. That was the case with Bronco, with Chairman Winner. So what makes you think I'd let that fake president set foot on my balloon?
Wi-Fi.
So what makes you think that I'd mess it so that I can't complete it?
Trying to see if it's working.
It's working.
Hold on. If it restarts, if it stops, we'll probably it's you don't see this yellow mess.
Yeah, it's good, man. Yeah, I see that.
Look at the stream. No data. The stream will end shortly unless you restart it in your streaming software. See?
Well.
I was trying to see if it's gonna be okay, you guys.
It's good. This is basically the end.
Hold on, you guys. I'm making sure.
He's making sure.
It's spinning. It's spinning.
Oh, you good. Use Simeon's little raccoon thingies as a
Oh my goodness.
Well, but I say forget it.
Oh my goodness. Come on.
Well, forget it. It's YouTube trip.
I wish I could hook it up to my personal hotspot, but I don't know how that will go on the stream.
I looked at this dude like playing like his grab and like getting stuck in midair.
What is wrong with it? Come on. Angel. Hold on. Hold on. It's spinning now. There.
Okay, guys, it's time to start posting spoilers.
It went out for a second. Hold on.
I'm just going to spoil the entire case now. Edgeworth dies, he gets shot, and Gumshoe cries, but then they get over it in like 2 weeks, and like get a new prosecutor.
You wanna go on?
The same dude with another suit, with another red suit.
Okay, let's go. Hold on, it's like look, the thing that stopped spinning. Okay, you can go.
Okay. That's how you sound to me. Besides, I thought he was crushed to death by that model monster head. And who set old Torosaurus's noggin a fallen, It all makes perfect sense. That's how our imposter wound up dead, no doubt about it. And what was the motive behind the murder? The little truth I shared, just like I said. Get it? The truth. That thing you're so fond of? That's what caused the murder here, not me. No, that's not possible. Well, is there a detective in the house? Somebody arrest that boy! Can't help noticing nobody rushing to slap on the handcuffs. What's the matter? Anyway. Just as I thought. Admit it, you're all the same. You, winner, that idiot phony president. You want the real culprit to go free. Did it stop? The streets? What is going on with this YouTube, bro? You want the real culprit to go free so you can railroad me into a jail cell, don't you? Uh-oh, did it stop? Did it stop? No! No! It's not. No! It's not.
It stopped.
Did it? No, it did. I got it to you on my phone.
Huh?
I got it to you on my phone.
It's still going?
Yes, it's still going.
It's still going?
Yes.
Let me see.
Why is it always the last streams we have technical difficulties?
Y'all still hear me? Give me a thumbs up or something see if y'all can still hear me.
Wait, no, it's another stream. The last stream ended.
So it's on a new stream.
Yes, it's a new stream.
Oh my goodness. Okay, y'all back. Oh my goodness. Let's see. So it's on a whole new stream. Is it?
Yes.
So it's on a whole new stream. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, what's that? This is
Read this.
yes. I'll read it again anyway. You want the real culprit to go free so you can railroad me into a jail cell, don't you? That's the justice you all claim to love so much. You only love it when you can twist it to suit your needs.
Overruled.
That's not true.
Objection.
Well, if you're not going to make the move, guess I'll have to step outside and speak to an officer myself. Once I tell them the kid here's a murderer, maybe then they'll finally do something.
Objection.
We're not done with your testimony yet, Mr. Saint. How did I know that you would make some excuse for stalling even longer? But you still don't have any proof, do you? Or any chance of winning this? Tell me I'm wrong. And yet you still want to prolong the agony? Well, as long as you know what you're doing. He's not holding back. What? Did you forget that little Shawnee's life is on the line too? Hey, Mazzarino. Take a deep breath for me, would you? Why would I do that, Fender? Because it's times like these when you need to kick back, take stock, and be grateful for what you have. The worst of times are when lawyers calmly show our biggest smiles. Remember? The way in which the president made his escape is what you and Laughing Boy can't agree on. So how about this for a little thought experiment? What if it's not about whether the big guy in the purple jacket got on the balloon or not? But rather, under what conditions would Simeon have been cool with letting him get on board? A turnabout in thinking! Forgive the interruption. This is my 2 cents worth. Or your old man's, I guess I should say. Maybe Gregory's techniques can still prove useful in this crazy modern era. He's right. Under what circumstances could the body double have been allowed on that balloon? He was a physically imposing man, and what's more, he was carrying a gun. Could he have been drugged? No. There were no traces of sedatives found during his autopsy. In which case, surely not! Oh, you're about ready to continue, Miles? And don't forget, this is what we're playing for! Ugh, this is going to be tricky, but I have to tear his testimony down, one statement at a time.
Rebuttal, the murder of the so-called president.
Well, this the last one, wrong.
The last one.
Yeah.
No, my Mo by now, right?
Yo, Mo, you know about Mo.
M-O, sure.
I know, right?
I like that.
You know about Mo.
Be quiet. Be quiet. like Mo, what's that? You know my MO by now, right? I'm a hands-off kind of guy. I just like to pull a few strings here and there.
The strings in question being those of Sean and the President's body double in this case. You seem pretty confident in your abilities in that particular arena. Is that so weird? I'm an animal tamer, remember? I know it's the wildest animal of them all. That's right, humans. Didn't take much to get those two dancing to my tune. A little truth here, a little hint of revenge there. Somebody ought to thank me. I did this world a favor.
Mr. Edward, he's scaring me.
Don't let him get under your skin, Kay. We have to stay strong. This man sowed the seeds of another's revenge in order to achieve his own. It's our duty to stop him, and we will succeed in that duty. Why do people do bad things, huh? Don't they realize it will just come back to bite them in the end?
That was the case with Bronco with Chairman Winner.
Hold it!
And so you insist that you had no direct involvement in any of what occurred? What can I say? I don't like to get my hands dirty. Sure do love to watch the action unfold, though. All those idiots desperately trying to kill one another, and they didn't even know I lit the fuse. I love it! Ha! You haven't changed! All you did 12 years ago was watch too! You're talking about the whole SS5 thing? Ah, stop it! You're a poor papa, scrambling around for answers and finding nothing. Shucks. What do they call that again? Oh yeah, rank incompetence! How dare you! Agent Lang, please! You don't know the half of it, you clown! Your father may not have closed out the case, not publicly anyway. But it was thanks to his work that we're standing here right now. Sorry to butt in, Miles. But your little pep talk isn't going to magically solve this case. Now I know you have your theories.
So what makes you think I'd let that fake president set foot on my balloon?
Hold it!
Was the only way he could have gone down from that roof of that building. Alright, let's game this one out, shall we? Suppose I took him down to the ground like you said. What's wrong with doing that?
Objection!
So you admit it! You did take him on your balloon!
Objection!
You're really obsessing over this one little detail. This isn't like you, Miles. And how do you think it went down? He held me at gunpoint and said, "Show me the city at night." That's ridiculous. And you know it is. Or did you really fail to think this through?
Objection!
You said yourself you gave him Sean's identity. Surely that was enough to win him over.
Objection!
Win him over? The man who shot at me? No!
Then you must have put him to sleep and carried him away like you did with me.
Objection!
Very well. Let us suppose that to be true for a second. Did the autopsy show the presence of sedatives? It's no good. He's just not giving us an opening. Anyway, never mind all that. There are way more interesting things I'd rather talk about.
Besides, I thought he was crushed to death by that model monster head.
Hold it!
Actually, I have some doubts about that. I mean, if the president really was killed by the Torosaurus head,
Objection!
Don't tell me you're throwing your own pet theory in the trash, Mr. Genius Prosecutor. Aren't you the one who went to all that trouble to prove the man squished by head hypothesis was true?
Objection!
This may have been my theory at one point. But that was when we thought the head was the only thing that could have crushed him.
Objection!
Why, the past tense? That's still your theory, no? It's not like you to have anything else right now. It's not like you have anything else right now. The president's body double was crushed under the falling Torosaurus head. Fact. No! There must be something. Some other piece of evidence that could link this man to the president's death by crushing. Don't you think it's time you gave up, Miles? I don't like watching you struggle like this. We all know who did it. The model head is practically screaming his name.
Do it again.
Here we go. Here we go.
Who said old Torosaurus is knocking the falling? Oops, I forgot the Who said old Torosaurus is knocking a falling?
Hold it!
I see you have bars now. Sure, Sean was the one who caused the head to fall. That much we know.
He even admitted it himself.
Fantastic! So we're all in agreement. Well done, everybody. Case closed. Sean Finn killed the fake president, and that's that. Somebody get those cops in here.
Objection!
Not so fast. This case is far from closed. Still scrabbling, huh? Well, alright then. Enlighten us, and be quick about it. If you can't, I want to see the kid in handcuffs. Or are you only a stickler about the law when things are going your way?
Mr. Edgeworth, what do we do now? What do we do?
Think, Miles, think. If Mr. Sink killed the president's body double, it would have to happen while the two of them were together on the roof. So what would he have to head? What? Have head to head? What? What would he have had to head? What would he have had to head? What is that sentence, Andrew? So what would he have had to head? Had? What? That's the answer. That will tell us how he was killed.
He's not going to make this easy, is he?
We need to think about how the president died. It was a very particular cause, to say the least. But we assume he was crushed by the Torosaurus head.
Then the whole thing becomes Sean's fault, right? But what if it wasn't? Hold on. But what if it? Hold on. I can't read it. But what if that wasn't what the president was crushed by?
Is there something else that could have exerted a similar kind of force? Oh, Mama, it's the last one.
That balloon.
Mm-hmm.
He probably crushed him. He probably crushed him with that balloon. Let me see.
Not this one.
This one right here.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
This ain't it, is it?
Mm-hmm.
Objection!
Sean didn't kill the president. The president was crushed by a monster. What? Did you really just say that? You? Oh, I get it. He's the kid who can communicate with giant beasts, right? That uses special powers? The only person in communion with you monsters was you. Sorry, but you must have me mixed up with somebody else. No monster pals here, I'm afraid.
Objection!
Why the false modesty? You're very close with at least one such creature. In fact, you can make this particular monster do exactly as you command. It was you who killed the president, Mr. Saint, and I can prove it. What? You're talking about the lion balloon? Yes, a quivering mockery of a monster, filled with hot air, but a monster nonetheless. Not entirely unlike Mr. Saint himself. Sorry, you lost me. What are you trying to say exactly?
Objection!
You seem very keen to stick to your story about having manipulated Sean and the president. But no matter how true you may have wanted it to be, that was nothing more than a desperate fib. Even the most skilled animal tamer can't make the dead do his bidding. And the president was dead long before he left that roof, having been killed by your balloon. I get it. The thing may look lighter than air, but it weighs a few 100 pounds, right? When the president attacked you from the roof, you had to think quickly in order to protect yourself. The method you chose, landing the balloon right on top of him. You didn't need to let him ride on that balloon, and he didn't need to coerce you into taking him. Because what you took away was his dead body!
Objection!
Wait a minute now, Miles! If what you're saying is true, the president would have been killed 2 nights ago. Which would mean the time of death recorded in the autopsy was wrong! It would? Wow, you're really losing your touch. Look again, it's written right there. Time of death, April 5th, at approximately 11 p.m. Clear as day! Yeah!
April 5th? That was yesterday, which means...
Exactly! It means he died when the Torosaurus head fell off that roof! No, right, Sean! It's time to be honest with us all. You know it's the right thing to do. You killed your daddy, didn't you? You hated him, didn't you? We get it. Who wouldn't? He just left you. What kind of a father would do that? No! That's not what happened! I already told you! I didn't know who he was until today! No, but you did know! Because I told you myself! Gah! Could my theory really have been so wide off the mark? I want to thank you once again, Miles. You hounded Winner and Lagarde until their crimes were finally exposed. And by ruining them both, you helped me get my revenge! Gotta love those powers of deduction! If the time of death matched up, everything else would fit. So, could he possibly have cheated the time of death somehow? No, and what was the other guy's name again? Carmelo Gusto? You even ran him down for me! That was some great work you did there! Of course, Gusto! The IS-7 incident! He killed Frost, and froze his body in order to conceal it! Mr. Gusto needed to freeze Mr. Larry? Mr. Gusto needed to freeze Mr. Frost's body in order to obscure the time of death. If they determined that the murder occurred during afternoon tea, he would have been an obvious suspect. Bingo! I only wish I could have been there to see his downfall too!
How can you say that? He was your father.
It's so scary. Miss LaGour just keeps asking and asking about what happened that day. Where are you, Dad? When do you come to get me? Please, I need you to come take me away. Is it because I broke my promise? Because I didn't show up in time to help you taste your work? He was no father. He left me all on my own. What kind of person would do that? We may have shared the same blood, but that's it. Father, what a joke.
Objection!
You may not want to hear this, Mr. Saint, but you share more than blood. Hate him all you like, but you're more like your father than you know. Huh? What's that supposed to mean? Fate can be strange sometimes, but this was no coincidence. You and your father were the same, even in the methods you chose. You deliberately threw off the term of death, just as he did. That's right! We had to rescue him from a warehouse refrigeration unit by the harbor! A refrigeration unit in a depot? I drew off the... Okay, give me a second, what voice?
Let's take the time, Plum. Look, Plum doing a good job, you guys.
Drew off the time of death? Wait, is my mic muted now? I threw off the time of death? And how did I do that exactly? By hiding the president's body in a very specific place. You hid the body right here.
What they found Sean in?
What did Lang say? A hidden refrigeration unit hidden in a depot?
Sunshine?
Depot.
Oh my goodness.
Take that!
You needed to keep the body cool somewhere, and you also needed somewhere to keep Sean. Who knew that the two were connected? You're talking about the kidnapping again? Why are we bringing that up now? Because much as you may wish we had forgotten, we know that you kept Sean in a refrigeration unit. The same refrigeration unit in which you kept the president's body! Just as your father froze the body he was trying to conceal 18 years ago! What? You're saying I'm the same as him? The same as the animal who abandoned me? A sad irony, but an undeniable truth nonetheless.
Objection!
Shut up! I'm nothing like him! I could never be like him! He's nothing to do with me! And we're nothing alike!
Objection!
Sorry, kiddo, but I think it's pretty clear that you and old Gusto have more than a little in common. You even told us you didn't like sweet stuff, way back when we first met, right? That's not a product of your daddy issues. I don't know what is! You don't understand! You may have tried to disown your father, but he lives on in everything you do. You think the same way. And you're every bit as prepared as he was to sacrifice others in order to protect yourself. Your crimes were even exposed in the same manner. You couldn't be more similar. Or should I say, I don't know anything about a refrigeration unit. And the kidnapping, nothing to do with me.
Objection!
Nonsense! You did it so you could blackmail Judge Cavell. We know for a fact that you were involved.
Objection!
You're a real danger to be around, you know that, Miles? What aren't you going to accuse me of? But it changes nothing. You still don't have any proof. Or of incitement, of kidnapping, of anything. No, wait. Or are you planning on maybe fabricating some? Taking a leaf out of the old winter playbook? Ugh! But never! I would never do that! Ugh, I can't let myself rise to the provocation! What was the line? No matter what happens, we must find the truth. Something like that? But only when the truth suits you, huh? That's how the law keeps people down, isn't it? And why, I had to get my revenge myself. I got away with it! I got away with it all! The God, winner, and now you! None of you can touch me!
This is bad, Mr. Edgeworth. Isn't there anything we can do?
Everything points to this man being our culprit. But we need evidence, even just one piece. Alright, it's been fun, but it's time we brought this little show to an end, don't you think? Stick around for the main event though, won't you? I'll even let you in for free, if you finally admit defeat! Who was that? Sorry to keep you waiting, sir!
Gummy, where have you been?
I've been doing my job, just like Mr. Edgeworth asked me! And Detective Gumshoe, do you have anything to report? I had to look into a few things real quick, sir! About the refrigeration unit where the kid was kept! It was registered to... the Very Big Circus! Just like you said! And there it is! Just in the nick of time! Excellent work, Detective. Well, Mr. Saint? Must be some kind of mistake. Why would a circus need a refrigeration unit? A valid question, I suppose. But we're no experts on the circus trade. Perhaps we could ask your department manager for her thoughts on the matter. Well, Miss Berry?
We do hire a unit to store all the food for the animals. But I don't know where it is. I leave all that to Simeon. He's so good at that thing, at that kind of thing.
You idiot!
Eek, Simeon, you're scaring me.
Such a shame. But rushing to find a solution after the fact so often leads to mistakes. You knew that if the body was found in the unit, the suspicion would fall on you. So you panicked and moved it to the grounds of the big building instead. Ah! But you weren't counting on Sean being found in the unit when you kidnapped him. If only you'd known you were up against a great thief and an even greater detective! Is everything alright? You're looking a little pale. Don't think you've won just yet, Miles. You're missing proof for the most important part of your little theory. I am. Perhaps you could enlighten us. You don't have any evidence that I crushed the presidential faker with that balloon! And I know you don't, because there isn't any! I'm afraid there is. What? If Mr. Saint murdered the victim as we think he did, there should be traces of your misdeed on this piece of evidence.
On the balloon?
Yep.
Take that!
Analysis of the balloon basket should turn up the evidence we need. The balloon again? You already have your bullet hole. What else do you expect to find?
We expect to find plenty, actually. Isn't that right, Mr. Edgeworth? Oh, never mind. We expect to find plenty, actually. Isn't that right, Mr. Edgeworth? If there's truth to be found, then he'll find it. He's a hero of justice.
He sure is. We'll find something for sure. Mr. Edgeworth has gotten out of way tighter spots than this one. What they said. We believe in you, Mouserino. Man, so does your pop. He's looking down on you right now. I know he is.
Just stay calm and see this through to the end, Mouse Edgeworth. A perfect victory is only moments away.
The president's body double was killed by the balloon. Traces of a certain substance will prove that. And you, Simeon Saint, will pay for your crimes at last. I'm looking forward to this. Time to wrap up the mysteries of past and present once and for all.
Please, Mr. Edgeworth, deal the final blow to this unforgivable wicked man.
The last piece of evidence will prove your guilt beyond a shadow of a doubt. What should we expect to find on the balloon if it was crushed? If it crushed the president? if it crushed. Alright, this is the final piece of evidence you gonna present.
Hold on.
What did Judge Cavell give the president?
Take that!
When Sean found the president's body, he also found a bouquet of lion lilies. Lion lilies, symbols of the connection between parent and child. A popular flower back in Zangfa. That's your proof? A bunch of flowers that will be rotting at the dump by now? A bunch of flowers that Sean threw away? So much for your beautiful symbol of parental connection. Ugh, that's got nothing to do with any of this! Ignore him, Sean. You threw those flowers away, that much is true. But the bond they represented remains as strong as it ever was. The president held on to them until the last, an act which provided us a final piece of evidence. What? What are you talking about? The flowers Sean disposed of had been squashed flat. They must have been crushed by the balloon. If we examine the basket for traces of lion lily pollen, what do you think we might find? No! You don't need to do that! You looked over the basket just now! Anyway, if there was pollen stuck to it, you would have seen it! Those flowers are bright yellow!
Objection!
Not all evidence is visible to the naked eye, Mr. Saint. Huh? Emma!
Yeah?
I'd like to call on your scientific skills once again, if you don't mind.
Leave it to me. All right. Let's take a look at this balloon basket, shall we?
Get out the DS, Emma.
I've got something. Bright yellow pollen, just like you said. If it's from the same flowers, it shouldn't take more than another quick test to prove it.
What? And there we have it. You murdered the president! And this murder you carried out yourself! No! How could this? No! You crushed the president with that balloon! And then you loaded his body into the basket and took him to the refrigeration unit. But why? Why go to the trouble of removing the body? Because he knew another incident was scheduled to occur that same evening.
Oh, Rosie Ringer's murder.
Exactly. If he had left the body there, it would have interfered with his other plans. I get it. And he couldn't have left the body in the refrigeration unit for too long either, right? Indeed not. So while returning to the big building to drop the body off again the following night, he must have observed the fire Sean caused in the Torsua's head falling as a result. That's what gave you the idea, wasn't it? To frame Sean for the murder.
You made it seem as if the falling head was what killed him so that my son would take the blame? Despicable coward!
In order to achieve your aim, you lowered the president's body from the balloon to the lot below. And while he was dangling from the rope you used, he was caught on Sean's rehearsal tape. No! How did you see through it all? How? You manipulated people, and you manipulated this case, just as you manipulate animals on the stage. You thought you were all-powerful, but your reign is at an end.
The animals look like they're mad with you, Simeon. Even Money and Isaiah. They thought you were their friend, but you're not. They're sad and mad all at the same time.
Stop it! Stop looking at me like that! Perhaps they will, when you finally stop clowning around. You're not cut out for comedy. Your tale is destined to end with a whimper. Don't get away from me! Get away from me! Leave me alone! Dad, where are you? I'm scared. I don't know what you're talking about. I've done nothing wrong. I'm not the bad one. They are. Why, Bronco? If only none of them had did what they did, I wouldn't have had to. I couldn't trust the police! I couldn't trust anybody! I was all alone, with nobody to help me! But that man, he helped me! Goddess was the only one who ever helped me! So what if I used people? I had to! Leave me alone! Ah! That hurts! No. I'm sorry. No! I'm sorry, I screamed and then I left the scream. Okay, back. It seems the game is up at last.
Killer.
The killer! Mr. Edgeworth, may I be the first to congratulate you. You have unmasked the person behind this entire sorry affair. Now, I am free to... No! Guns are so clumsy, don't you find? I don't have a gun! Please, not only are you carrying one, you're about to draw it. He must have stolen it from the president after murdering him! This gentleman betrayed a bond of trust. He knew the so-called president was an imposter, yet he employed me to kill him nonetheless. There's nothing more dangerous for an assassin than to be fibbed about to the nature of one's target. If one does not know what cards one opponent is holding, one can be very unpleasantly surprised. That was not your true crime. No. Thinking you could deceive me, manipulate me. That is the crime for which you are about to pay. No!
Uh-oh.
You! It's been a while, the killer. Step aside, Connors. That man is my target. I would politely ask that you call off this particular job. He'll pay for his crimes, but in prison, not at the end of your blade. And if I refuse, let us just say that I might not take the loss of the one life that I ever saved too well. You save a life? Botted Hormaconis? The blind butcher himself? Preposterous, I know. But yes, I, who has taken so many lives, once chose to preserve one. That of an innocent young pup. And he, in his turn, saved mine. Something of a bond formed between us. Laugh all you like, I know I would. But I would respectfully request that you spare him. As one professional to another, I ask that you let this particular target live. Very well. The boy must mean a lot to you. Thank you. I am in your debt. You need not thank me. I simply see little point in the two of us killing one another. Now then, I bid you all good day. No! Get back here! You have my thanks, Mr. Edgeworth. This young pup needed to be shown the error of his ways. And you have done just that. Alright, I suppose we'd better keep getting back. Our ironclad enclosure awaits. Doesn't it, Helmut? Yes, it does. No, hello. You killed my dad, didn't you, old man? I will not fib. I did. My victims deserve to be remembered at the very least. But I sense a great hatred for me from you, horned pup. In that case...
Sean, no!
You must not falter, little one. Here, you may use my knife. Take it, and cut my throat. One sure slice is all it takes. And I was growing rather tired of carving my little statues anyway. I want revenge! I want it so badly!
Sean, don't do it! Please, Sean, I beg of you.
At least, I did until just now. I would have did anything to make you pay, no matter how long it took.
No, but you should make those who have wronged you pay. It'll make you feel so good. Trust me. All the pain, all the suffering, it all goes away. It drowns it all out, numbs it.
Maybe it does. Listening to you, I thought maybe that's what I wanted. Sean! But it's not just about me. Say I get my revenge. How does that help anybody else? If I become a murderer, my mom suffers 10 times more than I ever would. And so would all the people I work with. They're counting on me. They worry about me. Thoughtful words indeed, little one. Yeah, well, I get it now. I won't ever forgive you, but I shouldn't be the one who gets to punish you. That's what these guys are for. My mom, the prosecutor, people like that.
Sean? Wow, you may be young, Sean, but you're way wiser than I'll ever be.
You could at least consider trying to better yourself, Kay.
Very well. I suppose we'll be on our way. With me, young pup.
On our way? To where?
Where else? To the prison. Our home.
Our home?
And with that, the case came to an end. A case that had dragged so many people into its orbit. But as for me, there was one last thing I had to do.
Yeah, so finally, look.
Finally. Man. Even rights case
April
wasn't that
8,
long.
2:54 p.m. Committee for Prosecutorial Excellence. Chamber. Sorry to keep you waiting, Mr. Edgeworth.
What's the big idea, Big Eye? Want to tell us what we're doing here?
Mr. Edgeworth? Your request has been processed and approved.
Huh? Your what now? I've asked for my prosecutor's badge to be reinstated.
Your badge? What is the meaning of this?
I am returning it. From this day forth, I am a prosecutor no longer!
I still can't believe you did that for me.
A certain man once said that to be an attorney is to be a defendant's most trusted ally, and that by believing in your client, the truth will make itself known. That man's image has been forever burned into my memory. As strongly as the vision of my father fighting in the courtroom. Good old Gregory. But that's his and my father's path. Mine lies elsewhere.
Mr. Edgeworth?
My path is that of the prosecutor. It always was. Welp, and I guess that's that. I'm sorry. No, I dig it. Besides, I can tell by that look in your eyes that your mind's made up. It is. Alright then. Looks like our work together is diddly done. Just don't come crying back to old Eddie if you change your mind. This club's now closed to new members.
Thank y'all. Thank y'all for the hearts.
No, I understand. Hey, Mouster, Could've tell me why at least. How come you so dead set on popping the old prosecutor's hat back on? You once asked me something, Fender. Are you going to keep fighting crime as a prosecutor, or help people as an attorney? Something tells me you've got a big decision ahead of you, one only you can answer. I've been thinking about that question ever since, about how I mean to live my life. And now that this case is over, I think I finally know the answer. I'm going to help people, as a prosecutor. But can't you also do that as an attorney? Look at it this way. Simeon Saint was also a victim of sorts. He lost his only parent all those years ago, and with him, his ability to believe in a just world. I know how that feels. To lose somebody so important to you. To lose faith in everything. To doubt everything and be utterly alone. To fight and fight and fight. All that I can hope to do is get every defendant declared guilty, so I make that my policy. But I was lucky. Somebody was kind enough to save me from myself. Objection!
You know who that was? Phoenix.
Mr. Saint had nobody. He had no faith in the law. He felt that seeking revenge himself was the only option. But I doubt even you imagined that the body double would ever go as far as to co-opt our country's police. No! I sure didn't! And as long as Winter was around, no evidence was ever going to stand. He even nearly managed to ruin things this morning. LaGuardia almost got away with it again. I want to help people like him. And how do you plan to do that? If he had been able to rely upon the law, none of this would have happened.
Chairman Winter made a mockery of justice, and in doing so, drove Mr. Saint away from seeking it. The law is only as good as its practitioners. It can be a shield that keeps the people safe from harm, or a sword wielded to wound them. Just one among many of the law's great contradictions.
You can say that again. Yup, it's what we and the folks in the trade like to call a legal contradiction. The law is far from perfect. But one cannot solve such contradictions in the law without engaging with it. I don't think an attorney could have saved Mr. Saint. But a prosecutor? Custodian of the law? I think perhaps they could have. I plan to take up my badge again and confront those contradictions at every turn. Very Mauserino. I like it. You know, it won't be easy breezy though, right? Find the law itself, that's lawyering on horde mode. I understand that, but somebody has to do it. No, I don't doubt that. And if it has to be anybody, it should be you. Laws are like people, I guess. They both gotta grow and change. Adapt to perish, am I right? You're gonna smash this. I just know it. After all, you're Gregory's boy, through and through. And if there's one thing that man did not know how to do, let's give up. Eyes on the prize, straight on till sunset. That was his motto. You know what? I saw that same determination on your face the second you mentioned taking up prosecutorial again. Prosecutorial again. You know what's really grown and changed? Hate to be a great big cheese ball, but you. I only wish your dad was here to see it. He'd be proud as all get out. Fender, thank you.
Well, Mr. Edgeworth, if you're ready to begin, we can get the ceremony underway.
Please.
By the power vested in me by the Committee for Prosecutorial Excellence, I, Verity Gavel, do hereby, in the sight of the Almighty Goddess, reinstate Miles Edgeworth as a servant of the law. Prosecutor's badge data jotted down in my organizer. Proof of my profession. However, I prefer to keep it in my pocket. All right, you're a prosecutor again.
Best news I've heard all week, sir.
Well, Mr. Prosecutor, I got a scoot. Your pops is gonna want to know what his kid just signed up for Your pops is gonna want to know that his kid just signed up for the opposition a second time. Thank you again, Fender, for everything. Don't thank me yet. The next time you see me could be across a courtroom. And this face is a whole lot less roguishly charming when it's not on your side of the aisle. I would relish the opportunities of facing an attorney trained by my father. And I hope that day comes very soon. It won't, because they won't make Ace Attorney 7! Alrighty, Fender out.
Welcome back into the fold, Prosecutor Edgeworth.
Thank you, Judge Cavell. I owe you more than I can say.
Yeah, look. But it's about time, huh, y'all?
It's about time.
You do?
You strove to right the wrongs of the committee from the inside. That must have been a lonely battle indeed.
Not at all. I was never truly alone. That's right. You had the goddess of justice on your side.
Thank you for teaching me that it's possible to fight in such a way. The contradictions within the committee are like those within the legal system itself. If we aren't able to overcome them, the real truth will forever evade us. I have you to thank for teaching me that, and for setting me on this path. And I hereby promise to confront the contradictions that affect the law, and to overcome them.
And I thank you for your commitment up to that cause. As does the Almighty Goddess. I truly believe that such efforts are necessary in order for the law to grow and improve.
I'll look forward to seeing you in the courtroom again soon.
As will I. You did not see the best of me when last I oversaw a trial. The next time will be different. I will show you what it means to serve justice with true impartiality.
Impartial what? Impartial.
Impartial. I can't even pronounce the word.
Impartiality.
You say it.
I will be serving justice with true impartiality.
Judge Cavell, I don't mean to call your motivation into question.
Yes, Mr. Edgeworth?
You see, Judge Cavell, the ideal judge is one who's bald and has a beard, a big gray beard.
But, to my mind, the ideal judge is not wholly impartial. The ideal judge is human. Even in the courtroom, they laugh, they cry, they rage, they smile. And then when all is said and done, they pass down a judgment based on that very humanity. They pay. I'm not sure exactly how to put this. But perfection isn't always the loftiest of ideals. and it's certainly not the only thing to strive for. Forgive me. This is my opinion, nothing more.
You're right, of course. There are other ways. I thank you for sharing your insights. Mr. Edgeworth, there is another reason I was never truly alone. During my long struggle against Chairman Winter, someone else was with me, someone other than the goddess. Of course, Sean. What you talking about? This clipping gave me more courage than words can express. Simply having it near gave me hope. No matter how hard things get, no matter how formidable one's opponent, when we feel that we are not alone, we can keep going, no matter how hard the road ahead. My voice went out anyway. Mistakes have been made, but we must fix them for Sean's sake more than anyone's.
Like the mistakes made in the incident in which his father died.
You see, there is something more important even to me than the words of the goddess. Though it may anger her to hear me say such things.
So that was your secret weapon all along. The strength of your bond with your son.
Perhaps you are right. Perhaps I should not strive for an unachievable perfection. But I must grow. As a servant of the law and as a mother that I believe above all else.
I see. It seems that we both have plenty to learn.
Indeed, we are neither of us perfect yet. What? Let us continue along our chosen path and continue to grow as we tread them until we meet again. I will look forward to that day. May the goddess watch over you as you embark upon the next step of your journey. Alrighty then.
I lost the title of prosecutor, but I regained it. In doing so, I found a new way forward. I'm determined to follow that path until it leads me to the truth. No matter how hard it might be, no matter the obstacles and rise, whoa, beside everybody standing way. For everybody they may, whoever they say I might live down my friend. Objection. I don't know what he just said. I think is that inside joke or something? They make the ending text go like super fast.
So, Chief, what kind of scoop we looking to land ourselves next, huh? Did I teach you nothing, knucklehead? We're journalists. Lead our... Hold on, anyway. You don't just hand that stuff over, not even to your apprentice. Sorry, Chief. Guess I still got a whole bunch to learn, huh? Well, alright then. Better go track down some leads. Before you mosey on down the way, mind sharing what kind of leads their leads might be? Huh? But Chief, you... Come on now, I'm pretty much your editor, ain't I? Can't hold out on the boss. Ooh, come on, Chief, that's cold. They be going so fast. Anyway.
What up? My arm wound has yet to fully heal even now. The bodyguard who inflicted it was a skillful practitioner indeed. I shan't be forgetting him in a hurry. But never mind that now. Time to return to the life of a simple ice cream seller. Although I have been thinking that perhaps crepes would be more my speed. Well, no rush. I'm sure there'll be the time to ponder the matter before my next job comes in.
What happened to, what's his name? Celsius, what's his name?
There you go to jail. I think he went to jail. She might knock me on, wise guy, but I'll keep my guard up, look for an opening. We'll get out of this dump. Ain't that right, Teddy? The second the bell rings for the next round, what? We'll come out swinging. Until then, it's training, training, more training. Yeah.
His son.
Oh, his son, Winter, prosecutor, he took over the case.
You wanna know if I'm still planning on becoming an animal stylist? Sure, I'm still studying every single day. Still up to my elbows in mud. But I guess it suits me better than being a newspaper salesman. I plan to make it my new career when I finally get out of here. What's that? Is my release a few more years away? Now because I helped one of the guard? Ah! Why do you think I'm being so nice to these stupid animals? I don't care about that license. I just want to get out of here.
I was so shocked when I learned what Simeon had been up to this whole time. I trusted him. I was his boss. Still, can't sit around being sad forever. I guess this show must go on. We can't let the magic department and the department get that better of us. We'll light up the stage and blow away the competition.
Okay, so one of her friends got eaten by her lion, and then another of them tried to murder somebody because of her lion. Tried to murder her because of her lion, murdered somebody else. And now one of her friends was a mass manipulator.
I must have gotten soft in my old age, haven't I, boy? Yes, I have. 18 years ago, I saved a life, and the troublesome child is still keeping me busy to this day. And now here we are, back in a cage. Well, we'll have company soon, at least, won't we, boy? Yes, our friend the pup. Things certainly won't be duller with him around. No, they won't.
These two. Now one is out of prison and one is in prison. What dessert shall we eat? Chocolate cake, sticky and sweet.
Oh, so softly, fluffy, and light. You'll be dreaming of it tonight.
I'll always be waiting for you, Judy. I'll come visit you every day, just like you and Eddie did when I was in here.
We have so much to thank him and Mr. Edgeworth for. Go ahead.
And not just you. They gave me permission to keep providing sweets to everyone here. I guess spreading the gospel of candy making for all these years is finally paying off.
How much longer it is?
I don't know. I don't actually know. Every character in the game.
They got to bring everybody.
Yeah, everybody.
Oh, hello, sweeties. Fancy seeing you here. Oh, I owe you a great big thank you, you know. And dear old Greggy Pegleg, too, of course. After all, it's thanks to all of you that I can eat semi-pool sweetie again. I'm even thinking of making a lovely medicine out of them. I'm going to call it Snacker's Delight. It makes your stomach so small, so you can only eat snacks. So you can get skinny as a tent peg. And I love every minute I'm going to make... I don't know.
That sounds counterintuitive. Here, there you go.
Man, I've met so many beautiful people now, and drawn so many beautiful sketches. Lulu isn't a big fan of my new work, though. She took one look at my sketchbook and hit me over the head with it. Bam! Just like that.
And, then she left. Guess there's one less beautiful person in my life now.
So I've got a big decision ahead of me. Do I follow my heart or follow my heart? By heart I mean new girlfriend. You got that right?
They got to show the whole cast.
Why are you ain't in prison? You supposed to be in prison.
Basta! Badinator!
Seriously though, thanks for the assist today, good buddy.
Want me to talk about at 7? And I'll talk all day. Sounds like that Edgeworth kid is doing good work.
Yeah, Maserano chose a different path from his old man in the end. Path that means we can't work together, but that won't stop me from looking in on him from time to time. You come pretty for yourself. Holy macaroni! A company from Big Bad Detective Bad? Am I dreaming? Well, flattery will get you everywhere, old pal. We'll even need a little Fender if you ever need Fender Magics anyway. Fender, what are you talking about?
It looks like they'll be letting me off a little easier than I thought for what I did. I guess because I told them I was kind of forced to do it. Ouch. Ain't no such thing as easy when it comes to crime, you idiot child. Sorry, Grandma. I still feel awful about it, of course. But I'm just so glad I get to stay out of here with you. What's that? You think we should be getting back to work? I guess you're right. Can't keep the dead waiting. The dead.
Did you do it? And we showed up for like 1 second in 2 cases.
Science saves the day again, huh? Good thing I happen to be around, right? Even if I do have to jump right back on a plane again and go back to Europe's. Hi. All this flying around is gonna get tiring. Still, it's all part of becoming a first-class forensic investigator. Guess I'd better get going. Oh, but if you ever need me, I'll come running. You know I will.
Wow, I hope she achieves her dreams and doesn't get rejected and become a detective, which is a job she hates. I mean, it's just... Go, nigga. Go, nigga.
The greater one's father, the greater the pressure to be great. But Eustace Winter was it. He has chosen his own path now, and he will be, what? Just as I was, teased. Miles Edgeworth chose to live as a prosecutor over how his own father lived. That, too, is a valid answer to the question we've all had to wrestle with.
What?
I don't know.
What does this go? What are you talking about? Oh, here you go. My father hid a secret, bore a burden I could only have imagined. I thought only of my family name. He thought of so much more. He thought of our entire nation. I mean to carry on that legacy, to fulfill his last great wish, even if our president was an imposter, even if the real president is long dead, even if it takes all my effort and all my men's effort, Zhang Fa will rise again. I can't wait for you to see it. Brother, you failed your job, bro. One job. Your president been dead for all this time. I gave up on the whole the winner thing. Told everybody to stop calling me that. Because I didn't win. My dad did it all for me. Not going to start again from scratch. I won't let what he did ruin everything. And pretty soon, I'll be better than him. And better than Edgeworth, so watch out. Now, first order of business, get a new nickname. Oh, these people. Well, it was eventful to say the least, but we got it done, and the movie's going great.
I think the murder stories in the gossip magazine might have stopped it. Bit back, man. You're so sick.
Big fat man introduced me.
Shut up. I very much enjoyed the movie, Sean.
It's nothing. It wasn't even a big part.
The boy who befriended both Torosaurus and Grody, they don't come any bigger than that. And it was a role you were born to play.
You think? Well, it would be cool to be in a sequel, I guess. And I kinda like acting. Hey, can we pick something up before we head back? I wanted to get some lion lilies for my dad.
Of course, and I will buy some too for Emily.
Also, can I have some nugget and fat lilies? That's me. That's me. That's me.
You want a 20-piece with a frappe, a caramel frappe? 8 for 8 for 17 p.m. Prosecutor's building. High prosecutor's office.
Ew, it's been a busy few days, huh, sir? Unbelievably so. How did so many important cases all come along at once?
There's never a dull moment when I'm around. Hold on. There's never a dull moment when I'm around. Guess I'm just lucky that way.
Wait, so all that stuff happened because of you?
No, Gummy. How could you say that?
And yet, I don't think the good detective is entirely wrong. Well, Kay, what now? Will you be returning to your thieving practice?
Yeah, good question.
You're not sure?
How can I put this? I guess I feel like I've been trying to follow in my father's footsteps this whole time, you know? Trying to become a great thief just like he was.
The Yatagarasu, or a Yatagarasu at least.
But watching how this all panned out for you, Mr. Edgeworth, it got me thinking that maybe I need to get out from under his shadow and live my own life too. Just like how you decided not to do the whole attorney thing. It's time to make our own fate.
She's right. After all, nothing thrives in the shade.
I'm going to be my own hero.
That sounds like an admirable plan indeed.
I won't be giving up the name, though. Can't not be the Yatagarasu, right?
Whatever name you pick, you'll always be Kay to us, Kay, and you'll always be a hero.
Thanks, Gummy. You'll always be my Gummy, too.
You bet I will, and I'll be doing my detective thing just as hard as always. So I'll be counting on you, sir! Yes, and I'll be counting on you too, detective. Just as I've been counting on you these last few days. You've helped us out too many times to mention. I think your next salary review may come as a pleasant surprise. Huh?
Huh?
Wait! You mean... What's the matter? I'm saying I'll see to it that you get paid a little more, detective. You will? This is unbelievable, sir!
No way! Go, Gummy!
It's like a dream come true! I can finally leave the instant noodle life behind! He gonna get paid extra too, see? But don't think I will be letting you rest on your laurels. Your work won't be getting any easier. I hope you understand that. Yes, sir! Understood, sir! I'll give you everything I've got! Just you wait and see! Fender and Judge Gravel set me on a new path in life. A path on which I will face down every contradiction that the law has to present. A path at whose end lies the ultimate truth. But can I really do this? I'll need to give it some serious thought. It certainly won't be easy, nonetheless.
Mr. Edgeworth, there is another reason I was never truly alone during my long struggle against Chairman Winter. Someone else was with me, someone other than the goddess. Of course, Sean. This clipping gave me more courage than words can express. Simply having it near gave me hope. When we feel that we are not alone, we can keep going no matter how hard the road ahead.
So that was your secret weapon all along. the strength of your bond with your son. The strength of my bonds.
Oh, I almost forgot.
What? What is it?
I was trying to find another members for my Yadagarusu team, right?
I do vaguely remember something about that.
I never even found a single one. We were going to be unstoppable in our quest to steal the truth. So much for that little pipe dream.
You're kidding, right? You already have a team. A team that can solve any case the world cares to throw at it.
Huh? Yeah, I guess I do. The prosecutor, the detective, and the great thief. Between the three of us, we can hunt down the truth, put it in handcuffs, and steal it once and for all.
I can't help feeling a little sorry for the truth in that case.
As long as the three of us stick together, we got nothing to fear. Right, Mr. Edgeworth?
Indeed. Nothing at all. My father followed his own path, right to the end. And now I follow a path of my own making too, but not alone. I have some colorful companions to help me. As long as they're beside me, I won't lose my way. It's a new path, and a new me. And I'll be walking it as a prosecutor, not an attorney. My father's path and mine are different, but they're not as separate as they may seem. Though the routes differ, the destination is the same. Because of course, both end at the truth.
All right, Edgeworth.
Well, that's it.
Well, that was Edgeworth's game, you guys. I enjoyed it.
It was new.
That was both of his games we played. Yeah, that was Prosecutor Edgeworth's story. So we got to see Phoenix's. We got to finish Phoenix though. We got to finish that one. Cause we still have to do Spirit of Justice.
Yeah.
We'll do that next. But I hope you all enjoy Edgeworth's story. I enjoyed it. He's a cool prosecutor. What you think, Plum?
I'm going to help people as a fed. I'm going to help people.
You'll be the fed, huh? Anyway, thank you all. Appreciate you all for watching and tuning in, and following the Edgeworth story with us. And I also want to thank you all for your patience in the with the Wi-Fi earlier. You know this is gonna be a 3-hour stream, Plum, but guys. But yeah, he's gonna have to help me out of this chair, you guys. I'll let you all go. I've held you all long enough. Game Queen 81, Yeety, Devourer, Angel, thank you all for chatting. Everyone else that's watching, I appreciate you all for watching as well. And yeah, if you're watching, you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, I'd appreciate you to go ahead and subscribe. Also, if you don't mind, give me a thumbs up. I appreciate that as well. All right. Well, you all have a wonderful week ahead. I will talk to you all on the next one. You all take care.